Here's how I made this mixed media transition for my short film called Film Number 1. When I was finishing up writing my Common App essay, I realized something. I just wrote a film script. So, I've seen a lot of really cool mixed media work recently, and I wanted to try something similar myself, and here's how you can do the same. First, find the end of the clip you want to transition out of, and take a screenshot of the last frame. Then, throw it into Google Doc, print it out, and cut it out. Next, pick whatever color background you want and throw your frame on top. Take a photo with a sheet of paper flat, and then slowly crumple it up, taking photos every so often until you're left with a small paper ball. You don't have to worry about using a tripod unless you're going for a very clean effect. I kind of like the imperfections that come with shooting it handheld. Also, set the focus on your lens manually so you can stay the same distance from the paper every time. Next, grab your photos and import them into your video editor of choice. I'll be using DaVinci Resolve. Throw them in your timeline at the end of your clip and set each photo to a duration of 2 frames. Now, we have to line up the position and scale of our photos with that of the actual clip. So my advice is to extend the first photo out over the original clip. Set the opacity to 50%, and now you can see both frames, and so it becomes much easier to position and scale them to match. Once you're done, reset the opacity to 100%, bring your clip back to where it was, and copy those position and scale attributes over to all your other photos. Then you can slap on a little color grade, and that's pretty much it for this transition. Now, there are a ton of variations you can do with this effect. You can use it in reverse to transition into a clip. You can cut out the background of each of the photos, so you have just the paper ball, which you can place on whatever background you want. You could even cut out just the subject and have them just crumple up. That could be really cool. Lots of possibilities here. With the transition I made for film number 1, I cut out the background of each of the photos, placed them on a paper background in DaVinci Resolve, and keyframed a little zoom out at the end to look like the paper was disappearing. And a paper crumpling sound effect adds a nice finishing touch. I hope this video was helpful, and I appreciate all of the insane support on film number 1 as someone who's made YouTube videos in the past for several years on several different channels. I did not expect the response that it got, and I'm excited to create more art that opens minds.